Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this Manic Monday, February 2nd, 2026. I'm Becky, and I'm currently in Dade City, Florida, where it feels like winter in Maine. So I've been spending this weekend mostly trying to keep warm. Excuse me. I did get out and see a new movie, Avatar in 3D. And that was really, really good. I enjoyed that much more than I did the second Way of the Water. But anyway, that was good. Otherwise, still just organizing, cleaning, doing a little bit of purging of like Christmas stuff that I don't need hanging around anymore. And no progress on the birds, but I did make a decision of what they're going to look like. So yeah, I'm always thinking instead of doing. Um, no progress on the book binding. I have signed up for a tutorial today. Actually, I think it's a week long. Bookbinding 101. She runs this free course at least once, if not twice a year. And I have signed up before, but I have a hard time committing. So, like, it starts at noon and it's right in the middle of my day, and I do have other things that I need to do, like eat lunch and go play cards with the ladies at 1:30, and I think it's from 12 noon to 1:30, so I'm going to have to cut it a little bit short to go keep that appointment at 1:30. But I am going to participate this time, and I'm going to learn as much as I can. I think I got that right. It's just a matter of doing it, and I got the thimbles so my fingers won't get bloody. Um, so that's good. It's just, I don't know. I've been doing a lot of thinking and taking it slow and trying to stay warm. I've got both of the heaters going in here because it's been getting down to 24 degrees at night. And yesterday was the high of 40 degrees, so it was still chilly in here during the day when I left to go to the movie. I turned the heat off, and then when I came back, it was pretty chilly, so I turned everything off. But I had something I could cook in the oven, so that helped out. All right, we're going to try to get through this today with one run, so I don't have to retape this and get it uploaded because it is already 11:22 and I need to be in class at noon. I'm printing the 22-page workshop notes off right now. What do I want to share with you? No thrifting. The only adventure was the movie. I did start cutting the big tropical flower painting that I showed you before. Took it off the frame and I'm cutting it. I wanted to show you how I was doing that. I cut this clear. I used a food packaging container that was flat on the bottom. Most of them are ridged and bumpy, and I happen to come across, and it's quite thick. It's good, thick plastic. So I made it 4x6, but I traced on the outside of the 4x6 so that I would have a little leeway to, and this is what it's gonna look like over here. I can do this without making a huge, okay, there we go. All right, so I cut that, and I wanted to do it clear so that I can see it on the painting. I can see the placement, what's coming through, and I can position it how I want to get the best image. So there is one of the cutouts I have, and then I picked up some mats, so that will be that. I mean, look how cool that is. Okay, and one of the, it's not really clean. I did not clean it. Oh, anywho, so I'm going to put it in there anyway and deal with it later. So I put the mat in, I put the canvas in, Here's the back of the frame. Yeah, I always do that, don't I? I leave you out in the dark up there. Okay. So I got the backing in, and I'm just huh. There it goes. It didn't want to close. Okay, so that's what it is. And then I'll sign the mat. So this is just one of the example. That's why I pick up the little frames that are in decent condition when I'm out thrifting. And I did score this pack of mats also thrifting. And then I picked up a couple at yeah, Hobby Lobby when I was there last time, because they're about $1.15 each. They're relatively inexpensive, and sometimes you can get the 2 packs or 3 packs for $2.99. So anyway, that's that. I really kind of like it. I am having a little bit of I had to hesitate a little bit when I first made that first cut in that painting, because after I got it off the canvas, I was like, oh, that really is so pretty. But it was big, and I wanted to make sure I had this positioned over the best, most advantageous capture of what the cells and the paint flow was doing. So anyway, once I got over that, it was good. And I'm working on this little table still, so that's that. And another thing, I finally got the frame repainted. It was, oh, maybe if I flip it over, you can see. See, it was kind of lighter and a little orangey. This was what was in the frame, but I didn't like, excuse me, I didn't like the color of the frame with the color of the birds, because the browns are just different. The frame was a little too orangey. So I took it apart, cleaned it up, and painted the frame and put it back together. And um, I have not found a home for these portraits that were behind it. Haven't found. I'm not going to keep them forever. I have a box going in my car that will be going to the thrift store, and I mean, I feel really bad for this family. I hope you recognize any of them, let them know. Come find me. And then this is the dad, I guess. Um, so he looks like he could be ex-military with a haircut like that in the 70s. I don't know. So, anyway, they'll go in the thrifting box off to the thrift store eventually. Oh, and I am using my handy dandy Making Memories mat on this table when I'm cutting through the canvas, doing my thing here. I just wanted to point that out to you. Make sure if you're going to do this, you have something underneath. But I think because it's so big and it flopped off the table, that I think I'm going to spread it out on the floor next time I get into it, just so it doesn't flop and pull. And I mean, I spent most of my time wrestling with it to keep it still, flopping off the table. So I will do that. And remember to put this behind it, so when you're cutting with your carpenter's knife, I have little cutters, the little paper cutters, but this, because it's a fluid art, so the paint is really thick, and so I need to get through the paint and the canvas without tearing it up. And this is really sharp, and I can push deep with it. So that's what I used. And I'm trying to see anything else that I want to share with you, and I don't think so. It's been a pretty slow week. I think with the weather being as wonky as it is, we had a couple of days that were low 70s and pretty nice. Then the wind started picking up, And then we had some 80 days, 84, 85 days there when I was hiking. I shared that with you. And then all of a sudden it's down to below freezing at night and 40 degrees during the day. So the trees don't know how to act. All of the flowers and trees, they want to think it's spring, and then we get this. So I think that's what's going on. It's not just me. A lot of people are having respiratory issues, and I think it's the trees they don't know what to do, and when it finally gets above 70, they throw all of the spores out, and then it shuts down. But I don't know. I just don't know. So I'm just trying to breathe and take some medicine to help with the yuckies. And I hope you're doing better and staying warm. And at least I don't have to shovel it. We did get some snow down here in Florida, and but nothing really accumulated. So, well, maybe up north. I am about halfway down. So anyway, I am plugging along, and I am doing as much creating as I can, putting the oven on and baking things when I can to keep warm. So anyway, I hope that you have a wonderful week and you can take the time to make something creative and find some joy in that. Happy Manic Monday. Have a wonderful week.